on the question of the shareholding of the company. So let's not move to Senator Cherargei before that is answered, because you will remember when we were taking you through the documents, I asked the question whether the nexus between ADANI and the Abu Dhabi consortium has now been established, and you have a response on record. I'm just reminding you as you deal with the question of shareholding.
Chair, can I just repeat again, because it should be very clear. What is the role of National Treasury in all this? Is directorate, the PPP directorate. Have we received any other PIP proposal on JKIA apart from ADANI? The answer is no. To repeat on record, no. If there is any document you have there to the directorate, I want to be very clear as to whether anybody from Treasury alongside representation from KAA and the agents, and that is the assignment they were given, and that process is still ongoing.
The issue of shareholding.
Chris Krieger can respond. Actually, I asked you specifically to talk about any information you have about the shareholding of ADANI.
Shares were owned by ADANI Enterprise Limited. They were Mr. Pravan Adani, who owned one Pritesh Shah, 1 share, Kruthath Thaka, 1 share, Sai, 1 share, and Ashish Shah, 1 share, which holds a total of 350,250,000. This is what was submitted to us, Chair, during the evaluation stage. This was a notarized document provided by Kenya Airports Authority, by ADANI. I mean, through Kenya Airports Authority. I submit.
All right.
Chair, there is an independent way. Surely, you cannot rely on the entity declaration. There exists mechanism of independent ascertainment. Has that been done? And then DG is aware that they had proposed that in the first 2 years after the effective date, that they should be allowed to change shareholding. It is there in the proposal. Honestly, what are we doing?
And Chair, I will not tire from repeating. That's why I'm saying we have 2 levels of due diligence. The detailed due diligence, where you will get all those facts, and it is good it is not being conducted now and not then, because then you would be very clear on the shareholding of this entity. Why can't we just allow the process to conclude? The process is ongoing. Section 27, Honorable Sifuna, being a lawyer, I know you are very strict to legal provisions. I have mentioned 2 sections, Section 41 and 27. 41 is due diligence at that high level. There is Section 27. The process is ongoing.
Honorable Mbadi, you and I agreed a long time that when it comes to matters of finance, I will not question your judgment. I wish you remember that you also gave me an undertaking that when it comes to law, you will defer to my knowledge on the law. Honorable Mbadi, I know these days you don't attend social functions, but surely if your son tells you they want to marry somebody, the first thing you do is to find out which family that person comes from. Who's the mother of this child? Who's the father of this child? Will be auditing that ownership after the marriage has already been consummated and you find your son has married from a witch doctor's family. Surely.
And Chair, and I agree. And by the way, that was an agreement some time back when we used to lead a very serious party together. But let me just put it this way, that I respect Sifuna in matters law. He respects me on matters finance. The predicament we find ourselves in is we are dealing with a mongrel of both law and finance. In that case, we just need to respect each other and guide each other systematically. Let me put it this way. Now, if you want now to go to the details and audit and find the actual ownership verified, then you move to the next level, where we are. Section.
Before I give a friend of the committee, I have a member of the committee who want to ask a question. So things are changing very fast. Yeah, so Vice Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. Chair, you know, I served with Honorable Mbadi in the National Assembly for 10 years. And I know him as a man who will not allow the law to be circumvented by any way or any other process that is of public interest. Chair, I would ask the CS this. Now that, you know, from what has been tabled, at least I have seen one letter, the one by a company called Nexus something, that one was received by KAA. And now that there is evidence that there was no full disclosure by the contracting authority, that is KAA, are you then, as Treasury and the PPP Directorate, ready to open up this process for competitive bidding, now that it's not only ADANI that has shown interest in this whole thing, considering the issues that have already been raised about ADANI? That is one. Chair, I also needed to know, where are we in this process, or what stage at the moment? And Chair, you know, also knowing Cs Mbadi very well, that he's a man who will only do what will be of value to Kenyans, that there'll be value for money. I'm sure you are, you know, undertaking, you know, a process to know that there are other interested parties who will do the JKIA airport on less money than what is being offered by ADANI. One of the examples I will give you is that Qatar Airways at the moment is building a more sophisticated international airport at Rwanda, with a 5-star hotel for less than half of the money that ADANI is asking for. Would we not consider such other you know, offers or such other groups that may give us value for our money? Thank you.
CS.
Full disclosure. You see, on what methods of procurement to use, Treasury's role is just to guide. It's supposed to be the contracting authority, because again, if we give too much directives to the contracting authority, I would again be here for interfering with the process. So we guide the contracting authority, in this case KAA. And policy direction is from the State Department for Transport. So I want again be clear there that the policy direction will be given or is given by Transport. In terms of where we are with this process, we are at due diligence stage still.